this video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 picks for the top 5 mistakes that privates make during Army basic training, and it starts right now. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team SWARTZ, and I'm going to talk to you today about the top 5, in my opinion, top 5 mistakes that privates make during Army basic training. And if this is your first time on this channel and you want to learn more about basic training or about the Army, specifically the Army National Guard, you can start now by hitting that subscribe button and hitting that bell icon so you can stay in the know. Tip number 1, never ever, under any circumstances, do you ever touch your drill sergeant hat. Even if they ask you to touch something around it, near it, on it, underneath it, don't touch it. It could be a trap, it could be a trick or a ploy by the drill sergeant to get you to disturb their cover. You by no means have any right or privilege to touch their hat. Drill sergeants will test you in this method and ask you to grab something that's beneath it or by it, whatever, something to disturb it. And I'm telling you right now, even if a drill sergeant asks you to grab their drill sergeant hat, don't do it. Respectfully decline, be like, thank you, drill sergeant, but I think it would be in my best interest not to disturb your drill sergeant hat, or something along those lines. Just don't do it, because you are guaranteeing yourself PT, corrective training, for the next 45 to 60 minutes. Just don't do it, because you will be seriously signing your own death warrant of PT. Tip number 2, never ever leave your wall locker unattended, unsecured, meaning not locked. So if you go more than 1 arm's length away from your wall locker, I'm telling you right now, do yourself a favor and lock it. Don't dummy lock it by making it look like it's locked and walking away. I don't care if you tell your battle buddy, hey battle, do me a favor, I'm gonna go use the latrine real quick, which is the bathroom in the Army. We don't call it the bathroom for some reason, so we call it the latrine. Hey battle, I'm gonna go to the latrine real quick, do me a favor, keep eyes on my wall locker so drill sergeant comes around, do me a favor and lock it. Don't do it. Don't trust your battle buddy by watching your wall locker, because I guarantee you right now, if the drill sergeant comes in and sees that wall locker insecure and you're not by it, guess what? It's getting tossed, and then your stuff is gonna go everywhere. And you don't wanna be that guy, that private, who leaves their wall locker unsecured. During the night, drill sergeants will do on-the-spot inspections, and they will do a walkthrough of the barracks to make sure everything and everyone's in the right place and right order, and that everything is running smoothly, basically. And if they come across your wall locker and it's unsecure, that crap is gonna get tossed. And when you go to training in the morning or the next day during the day and they decide to do a barracks inspection, I guarantee if they find that unsecure, they're tossing all your stuff. So this is like a bonus tip, 2.5. Always bring a Sharpie to basic training, because we got some dirty mother flowers in the military. They will steal everything and anything that belongs to you if they want it. Even your underwear. Ugh, that's gross. And I'm telling you right now, it's been done. It's been done because someone stole my underwear. Luckily, I wrote my name on it. So everything you get issued during the reception battalion, I want you to put your name on it. Your clothing, your underwear, your towels, your sneakers, your boots, everything will have your name on it. If you have a common last name, I suggest your last name and the last 4 of your social, or just your last 4 of your social. I don't care. You figure it out. Make it happen. You will thank me later. Tip number 3 is don't fall asleep during the wrong time. So if you're out in a field training exercise and you're pulling security, do not place your ACH, your Kevlar, your helmet on top of your weapon to make it look like you're on guard, watching for the enemy or anything out of the ordinary. Don't fall asleep at all. The only time you can fall asleep is at night during lights out, when it's sleeping time. So with that being said, don't ever fall asleep, because if the drill sergeant finds you falling asleep, guess what? Everyone's getting smoked because of you. So sleep only during the sleeping time. The only time you might be able to get away with sleeping is during church time. So on Sundays, no matter what your religion is, go to church. Usually the pastors or the religious figure understand that you're tired, you just want to relax and not be bothered by your drill sergeants, and they understand to tell you, if you're gonna fall asleep, go to the back. But in my experience, the drill sergeants were in the back and they were looking for anyone to fall asleep so they could smoke us afterwards. So even then, I wouldn't suggest that you could fall asleep there. But yeah, so sleep during sleep time. Outside of that, don't fall asleep, don't get caught. If you get tired, stand up, go to the back of the room and stay awake, because if not, you will get stronger. You either get smarter or you get stronger. The choice is and will always be yours. While you're in the Chow hall, while you're in the Chow line, don't be looking around all over the place, and don't be talking to your battle buddy. If you get caught talking or looking around, the drill sergeants will smoke you and everyone else. So don't look around during the Chow hall line or in the Chow hall while you're eating. You're there to eat. You got about 30 minutes to get 4 platoons to get in and out. So you get about 5 minutes to eat from the last point the last person sits down. As soon as that last person's done eating, you're done. That's it. It doesn't matter where you're at. So the drill sergeant's going to be all over that last person, all over them, like white on rice on a white paper plate, being eaten up by a polar bear in the Arctic, pooping out a whole bunch of snowflakes, whole lot of white. And as soon as that person's done, you're done. So don't be looking around, because you're not. You're going to get stronger. And tip number 5. Drill sergeants love this. Drill sergeants love this. Tip number 5. Never leave your rifle, your weapon, unattended. If you're going to leave it somewhere, you will leave it with your battle buddy. I don't care if you're just going to leave for 10 seconds to walk across the room to grab a piece of paper and come back. You will grab and take your weapon with you. If not, the drill sergeants will find your weapon and will tell the private, shh, I'm taking this other private's weapon, and that's it. And the drill sergeants, they want to mess with you. So they're going to pretend that they're going to do an accountability formation, and they're going to make sure everyone is present and all the equipment is accounted for. And guess what? They're going to have you hold up your rifle, and if you don't have your rifle, guess what? Everyone's going to start looking for that rifle and looking and looking and looking and looking, and before you know it, you're going to get smoked and smoked and smoked and smoked. Eventually, if you get your rifle back, if you're lucky, you'll stop doing PT. But don't ever lose your rifle, because the drill sergeants will take it if they seize the opportunity, and you're gonna get stronger. Well, there you have it. These are my top 5 mistakes that privates make during Army basic training, and I'm all about hashtag save a young private's life. So tag your battle buddy below in the comment section so they can see this video, or share this video on your social media, and let them know about it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button.